Hi, welcome to day 74 of the Restoration Fitness 90-Day Healthy Habits Challenge. I hope you've been implementing all of your flexibility and your dynamic warm-ups. Getting further into how we might warm up our body prior to a really great workout is doing some hip strengthening. The hip joints need to be strong as they support a lot of how we control our back and our knees. We want to have stability through the knee, but mobility through the hips. To create mobility and strength, to get our hips moving in the right direction, we're going to go through 3 exercises today. The very first one is in what we call a quadruped position. Quadruped is on all fours, and in this position we're going to think about drawing the belly button towards the spine. So you can see that I've kind of taken my tummy and pulled it into my back, getting my back nice and neutral, so we're not rounded, we're not extended, we're just kind of in the middle. And in this position we're going to think about doing what's called an external fire hydrant position stretch. So we're not going to let our body move side to side. We're going to lift our knee literally like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. And we're going to lift and lower, keeping the core nice and tight. We're having to use our upper body to keep you nice and strong. So from this position, again, we're just squeezing the hips and coming straight back. If you wanted to add a little bit more mobility to this, you could start doing some hip circles. So we come out, pull it around as we're coming up towards the ceiling, and then come back down to the start. So it's up and around and down. As you can see, I'm trying to keep my pelvis pretty still and my back out of the equation as I'm moving around the circle of my hip. So I'm just thinking about the socket, or kind of the ball of my hip, moving around in right now a clockwise position, and now I'm going to be moving more counterclockwise. So you do about 8 each direction per hip for your warm-up. If you wanted to take another notch up from that in more of the fire hydrant position and engage more of the upper body, we take the hand up, opposite hand up by the ear, and we're going to open up both sides now. So now we're working through the cross-body pattern of the hip and the opposite shoulder to engage what we call the posterior sling of the back. That's a really great way to take that one up another notch. To work more of the hip extension, we're going to lie flat on our backs and start with a bridge. These are both really great exercises too for helping to prevent knee injuries and knee pain. We're going to be digging the heels into the floor, and to start with we just do a bridge. The really important key on a bridge is to make sure that we're getting a full squeeze through your glutes. It's not enough just to come to this position and have a little bit of flaccidness still through the glutes. It looks like I'm coming up pretty high, but I can still get quite a bit of squeeze through my butt and try to force that pubic bone up towards the ceiling by getting fully flat. You'll hold this for about 3 to 5 seconds and then come right back down, tap the floor, and come right back through. I'm also getting a little strengthening through my shins by lifting my toes. It's great to have your hands up, palms up towards the ceiling to make sure that we're also getting a little bit of engagement through that middle back as well. You should primarily do this through the butt and the hamstrings, so your rear end and the back of the thighs. And then if you wanted to take this up a notch, you can do one of a couple things. You can lift and then try to pick up one foot at a time, maintaining again your glutes up as far as possible without letting your lower back arch. Or we can take this to a single leg extension. So you can lift the foot, opposite foot now, pretend like you're putting it up on the ceiling and get a good squeeze through your hips. Those are just a couple, there's plenty of them, but I hope that helps you for today. I'll see you tomorrow.